Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games, because gaming should not be expensive, it should not be difficult to learn, and it should be fast and fun. Not filling out Scantrons. Now, and of course, because people will be upset if I don't. Also made possible by Hanks Hellfire. A dog seeker has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello, hello, hello. And good Wednesday, all. Happy hump day. There may be... I'm experiencing some technical difficulties. The pneumatic tube in my chair is going out. I will be switching my chairs out in the near future. But before that happens, we will be engaging in a few other things. Now, today is, of course, Wednesday, which means it's going to be Mark Day. I am also experimenting just a little bit because it was noted that my family watches very often creatives at play, whether I'm on it or not. That means theoretically we should be able to stream happily the live stream right here and now into my living room so Xander can watch the artwork in peace. So we may, once he is done feeding and watering the chickens, be able to have him watch how the art works. He may pop in and ask questions. I don't know. But we're going to have a lot to do there. I'm experimenting. Far be it from me to use my platform as part of my curriculum for my son. Now, in the accountability, yesterday was an interesting day. Because yesterday I was working on some proto art stuff, and I was planning out something really cool, and I didn't get it to complete fruition, but I've got some surprises down the line. With both LibraryCon blaring my way, October 11th at the Benton County Public Library, free to attend, free to vend. We have slots available. Please reach out. And of course, November 1st and 2nd, LodgeCon over in lovely Peatone, Illinois. This is very much my busy part of the year. So I'm kind of ramping up. I've had to make some expenditures, so it is also that skin of the teeth part of the year, but we are holding together all right. I am very pleased. Just a matter of waiting a few days to get paid. That being said, I will be open to requests and commissions all day, just about every day. And we can move forward with all of that. Yes, son?
I finished feeding and watering the chickens, Dad.
Good job. You could go sit down and watch the show? Okay. This may be an interesting one. But before I can do any of that, we have to get into what you guys have been doing. I do want to respond to a couple messages I've gotten recently of folks who are stressed out and, taking it kind of hard. That's okay. I just want to put that out there. It is okay. It is totally natural to be stressed out by what's been going on in the media and current events. In many cases, what's going on in you guys' lives. I'm privy to quite a few things. And I think the first thing we have to do is step back and realize there's nothing bad. It's not a sin to reach your tolerances. Okay? It's not. Everybody has different points where they just can't deal with the stuff anymore. And what matters is how we act on it, what we do when we are way out on the raggedy edges of our patience. Whether we choose to lash out or ask for help or take a break, there are a lot of options. But it sometimes seems like the world tries to convince us that there are only a few. And I want to make sure you guys are liberated to know you can do what you need to do, okay? There's no shame in it, no harm in it. If you have to take a break, rest is an action, my friends. Now, I, for one, I'm already a little tired. I didn't get enough sleep. I was doing real well, and then I kind of got frozen into being up too late and, just caught in my own thoughts, and I did not sleep like I should. But that can be rectified. I may just take a nap after the stream or something. We'll have to see how that goes. Well, after lunch in the stream, and after I get my drink, which I forgot. But there is a lot of good going on, and if you don't know what to do, do some good. That's the easiest way to work your way through it. So it is hump day. We are halfway through the week, and we are barreling towards another lovely weekend. The temperatures are fluctuating from cold at night to very warm in the afternoon. So things are settling in. There may be fire in my future. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see. But before anything else can happen, I think I'm going to just drop drop the ad for Indie CD, and that way I can get into your comments. That way I can get into doing some art. So I'll be back in about a minute and a half. Okay? All right, folks, we're going to go right through the comments. We're going to get into that, and then in a bit, we'll hop on and get some artwork done. I'm kind of excited about it. First through the door at 5:53 a.m. Early riser, Dan. Good morning. Listening to King Crimson before bedtime. But my love to you all. Late crasher, Dan. Get some sleep. We'll see you on the other side. Good morning, everyone. Followed up by Joe Buckley. Good morning, Joe. How are you? Accountability. Again, closer to having first template finished for Indie CD. Hoping to have it completed this weekend. You are incredible, Joe. Once the main template is done, I plan to work on the template for the profile pages. Things are going to look different than before. That's okay. This is going to be a big work in progress. And it is an amazing thing to be a part of. Also, anyone around Northwest Indiana area, the Scarecrow Festival in Wanata is this weekend. Always fun to check out, and they have a pork chop dinner on Friday night. That is always amazing. Back to work on stuff for the day job. I'll catch most of you later tonight on Indie CD's Creatives at Play. Indeed. And that'll be at 8 p.m. my time. I'm not sure when you guys do it. Morning all. Currently in a utility damage prevention meeting, but I'll be popping back in when I can. Wow. I'm torn because that could both be incredibly dull, but actually sounds very interesting, Trey. I hope you're doing well. And I like your little bird. And good morning, says Carl Witzman. And hey to Absent Trey and Joe. And hey, Witzman dude, says Donna. Gazoon type. Hear you sneezing all the way over here. Donkin. Once in a while I do a Klingon sneeze. Ouch. And hoping for the return of dawn tonight at Creatives at Play. Accountability. Wetness outdoors has hampered any painting or weed work all week. Getting stuff done indoors, though. Oh, gall, yes. That's my other big set of tasks for the day is I have a lot of cleaning I have to do to set up for some projects. But let's see. I think that while Donna is out to lunch with her friend, the evil Lord Vacuum will visit the dusty stairway. Not Vacuum the Destroyer. Wait a minute. I need coffee. I can't see. Can't focus yet. Oh, Dan Hallfield. I understand the pain of that feeling. Welcome back, Dan. Get your coffee. Hey, Dan. Lots to do today, including taking a metric ton of cardboard to the recycling center. Lynn just left to do distributing for the church's monthly distribution. I'm sorry, left to do translation. Blah, blah. Sometimes I can speak. Lynn just left to do translating for the church's monthly distribution. Her Spanish comes in handy nowadays. That is really cool, and I'm glad you guys are doing good work that way. Fun, Dan. Little BB the princess came wandering into my office looking for another feline cohort, but not Daddy. Well, maybe two pets. Now I have to go. Understood. And good morning, Foxy. Morning. Washing bedding, so maybe in and out. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, Foxy, dear. Hey, Foxy. Hi, Foxy. Everyone is in and out of the show today. For some reason, your comforter smelled like dog. I can't for the life of me think of why. Yeah, I don't know anything about that kind of situation at all. Oh, well. No idea. It's a mystery, Foxy. Meanwhile, he's laying on the other side of the bed, looking innocent, wondering where his blanket went. Kimber persists in thinking she can hide as a carpet in the hallway. Can't teach her the concept of 3 dimensions. Oh. And good morning, Dawn. And Dawn, of course, is the creator behind the Buddy and Georgette stories and the person who inspired just a wee little bit of art she usually enjoys in the morning. So here's for your squeeing pleasure, Dawn. I really need to revisit this piece, although I do love the way Georgette came out. Now, Let's see, where was I? And Dawn. Dawn's been up for a while. Da 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 ding. At least he doesn't do that much. Who used to stand up as you were going over? Indigo just lays there and lets you pass. Well, that's nice. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. And don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. Yep, we're just out here putting some good stuff and hoping to do well. Houston Dave stopping by. Hey, I'm glad to hear from you, Dave. I hope you're doing well. Flinging my like in the bin. Don and Trey are being kind to me today and capping early in Muncie. Thank you. Off my phone, my wet nuts. With like 10 notifications all at once. Oh, I know how that is. Now it's safe to put on headphones. Scantron. That dates things. Look, I didn't come by this. This is not one of those fashionable dye jobs, okay? I come by my gray, honestly. LOL, Foxy. That's how my work phone used to go, and I know some piece of software blew up somewhere. Come on. Well, I need to do something right today. Okay. Dawn, are you putting yourself down? I'll be engaging in a honey bun once my coffee cools. I did have a very delightful stale glazed donut, and I quite liked glazed donuts. I made a mistake, and I got a cheap box last time I was at Walmart. And I know I should only buy them in 2-packs, but I've had a delightful week of donuts. I will suffer for it later, but that's how it is. Sounds good, Dan. And Carl's saying hi, Xander. And a bit. Still in a funk. Need to do my massage today, so that may help. Well, if you need an ear, you know how to get a hold of me, Dawn, and you know where I'll be for the next couple hours. Oh, Xander says hi, Carl. If you ever want to vent, you have my FB. That's been through medical crud too. Yep. And Dawn says hi, hi, Xander. Pinky wiggles, kiddo. She does her hearts like this, which is funny because it's one of the few things I can't do. Irony. Carl's behaving. And Foxy saying hi and bye, Xander. Oh, no. Indigo just figured out his nose can work my phone. Oops. Thank you. You just want to get this gosh darn son of a gun stupid splinter off. Which splint but auto-corrected. TKR is going to make me stir crazy in the future. And hugs for Dawn. Hugs from Foxy anytime. I've been through things. Been the sounding board for more. Splint. Jeesh. Trey slides back into the... Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Oh no! Trey found the banana peel. Even though peels can be spicy. Haha, random gravity check. Gravity check off. Hi, Trey. I don't know if it's coming up, but there is a slight delay. And I'll say something in here, and I'll be going on, and I will hear the louder, sillier bits of whatever I'm doing echoing. So just a moment ago, I heard the, and it delighted me. I'm a goofball. Anyway, especially when the brain reboots for no real reason. I slept from saying good morning at 5 to saying good morning now. Good 5 hours. Coffee is cool enough to drink.
Dad,
What's up, bud?
all what you heard was the echoing, was me saying hi to Carl.
Oh, all I heard at the echoing was you saying hi to Carl?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Will you grab me one of the little Mountain Dews, please? And thank you. And Kat Rothermel says, good morning, Nick and all. How are you doing? Speaking of Wanata Scarecrow Fest, my hubby will be driving a larger than what? Oh, oops. I hit send automatically. My driving a larger than life radio flyer in Saturday's parade for the Wanata Scarecrow Fest. That is so cool. Okay, I got to find where I was because I kind of had to do a bit of a jump to square that up. You can come in.
I was going to give you a mountain too.
I know. Come in.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you. All right, Don will be on Cribs at Play tonight. I may need a teeny bit of backup when it comes to navigating StreamYard, Kick, etc. Well, I'm not really versed on the Kick side of things more than the streaming like a usual show, but I'd be happy to hop on if you need me, dear. And good morning, everyone, and happy hump day to all. Hello. Yes, I will have to get the fixed files from either Joe or Rich and see if I can't get 3D printer set up to soon start printing my own BSR so I don't have to bother those fine gents. It would be much appreciated. That little thing is going to try to get worked on. I have plans, and they're coming to fruition. I just have to actually take some time and get in here and do some mechanical work. Let's see. We did hello and squeeze for Grant. Grant's. Is there a new ad? Because if there's a new ad, I need to make sure it gets up into rotation because I do love, your homage to horror movies of 80s yesteryear. There's that word again. Anyway, Dawn is squeeing. Hi. No worries, Dawn. I need to give my hands a break from the Satan yarn. Have you been making more poof balls? Hey, Kat and Chris. And we got lots of greetings. And did I see Chris? Oh, yes. Chris came in. I skipped accidentally. Good morning, everyone. Happy hump day, all. Happy hump day, Chris. And you're rubbing Yoshi's belly. Oh, that's awesome. Hey, Kat, Chris, and Grant. Oh, Trey, now I have Satan yarn. Oh, we fixed the bit with Kat. Oh, it was so good. Oh, all the love in the world for Kat Rothermel, but she knows that. We go way back. Last night I dreamt of Kat Rothmel. Almost. Kitty belly rubs. Yes, that is the best way to be, Trey. My babies. Yoshi belly rubs. It's almost time for another ad. But I'm trying to catch through these comments. That's awesome, Kat. Satan yarn, that big thick stuff that hurt you last time. Oh, I have to be good knowing the audience I have right now. Grant, how's the Kickstart? Yep. Rich is lucky. I love him like a brother. I've seen how you and your siblings get into it, though, so. Sister. Now, when and where is Creatives at Play tonight? What is it? Oh, okay. Now, I'm sure they can explain it. Creatives at Play is a sort of live project stream where a bunch of people get on and they're all working on their projects. Usually, Joe, it started out with Joe doing wood burning, and then a few other things he does. Trey does crochet usually. Foxy either draws or sketches. Rich usually does some chainmail work. It's basically like a Stitch and B word, but with more colorful things. It happens at 8 p.m. my time, so 7 p.m. your time on the Independent Creator Directory channel and several other places. Oftentimes, it's broadcast on the channel of anyone who is participating too. I had been known to hop in or hop in the back and work on things. I may, if I can get some stuff together, I may even do some work on screen that isn't digital. We will see. No promises and no grumping, but we will see. Honestly, it's a great time. It's a wonderful way to spend an evening. It's a lot like this with less typing. Hey, Dive, I didn't see you come in. Yeah, Dave can be smooth, and Creatives At Play, we get on and work on various projects. 7 likes so far. We need at least 10. I'd like to get as many as we can. Creatives at Play is Indie CD's Creatives at Play. It will be on the Independent Creator Directory YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Central. Creatives at Play on Kick and about 40 other places. YouTube.com/indie@IndieCD. I'll get that on the schedule when I get home. And Kat's greeting everyone, and that's the link for the channel. Thanks, Frank. Kat is the adult version of the show. Oh, wounded. Hi, Xander. Well, it's probably a lot more sane than what I promote. Greetings for Hi Goddess. And Trey saying hi, Xander. I love how you put adult in quotations. And a fake Joe is trying the 13-year-old boy version. Sometimes it seems like that.
Hi.
Xander says hi. And greetings from Grant. And total knee replacement. That makes sense. My dyslexia got a hold of that, and I know way too many acronyms, so my brain wasn't braining. Oh. At least you'll have use of both hands by then. What do you mean, adult version of the show? No, that would be Nevermind the Furthermore. After Dark. Which I don't believe has ever actually aired and would probably require a Discord. Hi, Grant. It's more PG-13. Dawn flips out the F-bomb occasionally. Dawn cusses when her dad isn't watching. See? And there's giggles. Dan says, thank you, Xander. In case you guys are wondering, which we have extensively, sir. Memoirs of the Morbid is off to a good start. That's great, Grant. Link. I did ask, Grant. Oh, OMG, kept saying homage on his show last night. I need him to show the ad. Why I keep showing it. There's that word again. There's an ad. I had an old one. I don't know if it's still there. You need to drop a link, Grant. I thought it was just a thing. Oh, no, it's involved in the amazing ad. At least for the original. Kickstarter.com/project/Mr. Grantastic Memoirs-of-the-Morbid Orange Volume. The OG Memoirs of the Morbid ad. If Dave is still here, we hit level 2. Tomorrow, rock on. It's a crafting party online, so bring your own stuff. We don't know what we're doing, but we'll do enough. Anyway, and I started taking the dietary supplement. Excellent. Yesterday, I wound up sleeping for nearly 20 hours, but I'm recovering from the stress past few months have thrown at me. I feel much. Sometimes sometimes I have to do the hard reset sleep, where it's like I've been too stressed and I will crash and I will sleep for many hours, get up, eat something, stagger, crash. It's just unfortunately necessary with what we care. And that's Dawn's alternate ego with the little cat on Jeff, the Roomba, and a familiar picture. But what we're going to do is we're going to run an ad. Then that'll give me time to switch over to the actual art instruction-y side of things. And we'll be formatted for that after a word from this sponsor. Alrighty, we are in Clip Studio Paint. Let me just adjust this so I can see the different screens. And we're going to run some music. The music is provided by Dan Hollifield. Because if I don't, I'll put Feeding the Ducks on repeat and then just zone out into its rhythmic thing. And while it's great for my art productivity, it's really not good for you guys' whole universe. So we'll start with the music. Now, we have made some slight changes to some formatting so that when I use these pictures, you see how it says higher res? I can make larger images. Now, I am going to be looking to see if I can't vectorize, which is a different kind of image that you can basically zoom in indefinitely. It's on my to-do list. Why is it trying to give me text? All right. So we've got a good groove here. We've got 6 comments. Let's see how that is. Wasn't so much sleep as my nerves being affected. Sleep was an after effect. Time-lapse neurological crash. Exactly. Been there. Dan, I'm feeling much better that you are getting sleep. You had me, and I'm sure others concerned. Indeed. All across the board. But yes, time-lapse. Eventually I will do a bulk upload of those guys. But let's start off easy. Okay? We're going to work with the background layer, and we're going to do a very nice let me see, what's the date? Because we're getting close to Halloweenish setup, so this will be the 29th. Cool. Which means, guys, this Sunday is September 28th, or the start of Leafy Moss. So keep an eye out on those ebooks for those of you with this access to the secret Leafy Moss folder. Who knows what wonders will appear this year. Okay, so we're definitely in the realm of fall-like fun. This seems a bit large. I want a little bit more control. Okay, here we go. Just using the soft airbrush tool to get the wispy, nice cloud kind of day. And we're just buzzing across the sides. And this is going to give us a nice background. Let's see, it's coming out decent, I think. It's been kind of rainy out where I am, and that has affected a lot of someone by Nick a copy of Watching Paint Dry, the long version. I think it's 18 minutes, so StreamYard might not upload it. Let's see. I decided what time. We know it's going to be autumnal. We know there's going to be a lot of leaves. Maybe I'll just do a mountain. I haven't done a mountain in a little bit. Let's do a mountain. We're going to grab a nice, go up to our tools, and we're going to grab a thick oil paint. Now it's defaulting to 20 because that's where I used to live, but we're going to go to 40 just to keep the speed up. Nope, wait, I almost goofed up. I want this on different layers so I don't mess up the previous layer so I can flit around behind it. Let's see. Do I like that? Nope, don't like that. That's what the undo button is for. There we go. Nice, smooth strokes. Now, I may, in the near future, do a stream where I'm using a program that is different than this. It's a little simpler because people have made that request. If that is something you're interested in, please let me know. Now, I will be taking a lot of my... Let me make sure I'm zoomed out. Yeah, I'm zoomed out. I want to make sure it's coded. The picture is going edge to edge. I'm referring only to editing layer in my fill tool, my paint bucket. So I can go boom. Now, right now, the first fill is always a little light, and it doesn't always match up. I'll have to get the holidays later. But we'll tap it, and we'll do one more. Now I can come over here and just paint it. Now it's going to look a little layered. It always does. I don't count that as a bad thing because that's going to let me add some texture to start on this mountain. I like mountains because I've seen a lot of them, and I actually have to take Mandy on a trip soon because she's never seen a mountain. But I have to take her to the Smokies first. Ironically, most of my friends are from the Appalachian Mountains, at least on here, in that area. And most of, let's see, I won't say most of my family, because there's a lot of my family left. But I am originally from the Pacific Northwest, so I'm from another odd mountain range area. Now what I'm doing is I want the lines that the gravity is pulling down. Because while mountains look like they aren't moving, you have to understand that they are moving very slowly, very consistently. And they're acted on by a lot of forces. So we're going to have gravity hitting. So rocks are going to tumble from the top down. And that's going to be made worse by both erosion, which that's what the process is, but from the rain washing down. And then sometimes you get little creeks washing through. All I'm doing is I'm varying my pressure, and I'm still using the same brush. I haven't changed brush, and believe it or not, I really haven't changed color all that much. Just a nice, simple, easy, kind of fluid feel. And I just keep working it. I've left a couple spots uncovered, and I'm careful not to fully smoothly cover everything because I want the texture. Darker, so I'll bump it down just a little bit. That has a lot of effect. But now I know how darker here it is. Now, one thing that has greatly changed the way I do artwork since I've switched to much more frequently doing digital is that I tend to a lot more short strokes rather than the long fluid strokes that I usually do when I'm running an actual paintbrush, because in an actual paintbrush I can't undo. I get one shot really. Oh, I love the Smokies. And Dan Hallfield says, I could recommend the Smokies. One of the oldest ranges on the planet. I hear there's some old guy living near Eagle Bluff above Jacksonboro. Stranger things have happened. That would be terrible. And I am being sarcastic. But no, I would love to bring the family out someday and be near your neck of the woods, Dan. You are an incredible gentleman and have been a major influence on my life for many, many years. Because though I lost track due to the era of not having backups like I should, I was reading Affiliate from the very beginning. Because I was reading folks like Larry Niven. Heck, I was reading Ben Bova before I should have, you know what I mean? My first chapter book I ever read, they didn't have quite so many young adult books like they do now, was The Hound of the Baskervilles, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Sherlock Holmes, all that goodness. My second, can't remember if it was my second or my third, because there's Treasure Island, but then we run into Orne by Piers Anthony. And very not age appropriate. So then I started looking into, horror, because I read Dracula and what have you. And Hound of Baskervilles, has obvious horror elements. So then I read a book series called at the time I started reading, I kind of fell off. I need to get back into it. The Anita Blake Vampire Hunter series. But those were not age appropriate at all. And I can't recommend them to anyone anywhere near the age I was reading them, because they are not age appropriate. Now, what I'm doing is I'm using the smudge tool. It's actually the fingertip tool right now. In the blend category, you see the little teardrops. And I am using it to just kind of ease out the rougher spots. And we're going to pull more down on this. The other thing I can do, and I really do love to do, is in the middle of the palette, I can start to mix the colors and get different effects if I want a lighter tint or whatever. I'm like oddly happy with this mountain. It's a very dirty mountain. I don't know why it has that very distinct chop. Yes. I was reading Piers Anthony at let's see. Before 12. Before 12, I was reading Piers Anthony. And so, yes, it did give me no small amount of education on very specific subjects. I also read Tanya Huff in that period. In Darkness, Circle of Light. Another very, very influential book on me. That had I look back at it, that had a lot of influence on me. I think that's where originally the term Bardic Curse entered my world, but yes. And of course, I read, okay, the Bane books. We're talking 1642, The Philosophical Strangler. And that's before I got into the Spearwilder saga by R.A. Salvatore, who then did this little book series that I think some folks have heard of, involving this dark elf fella with a really difficult to pronounce name, Drizzt Do'Urden. Yes. At the same time, I was coming home as a latchkey kid and watching the black and white Zorros till I got real rebellious and I started sneaking in to watch the Fox superheroes. Like this. Do I want to cut into some snow? I know, it's the what? It's the bad word. You guys don't like when I use the word snow. It's just kind of a little bit. I don't want to go too far. But I do want just a little bit of a powder up there. Just to remind folks to be appreciative of what we have going on. Just look. Yes. Now, do we want? Yeah, let's do another layer. Oh, I didn't realize I'd done that as a separate layer, so I'm going to merge that with the layer below. I want that to be all buddy, buddy. And if I have very light with the white, I can get some dustings that are just crackling in. I used to adore watching PBS television-wise because they had all these wonderful cooking shows. I watched Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street and Mystery. Oh, so much great. Between that and all the sci-fis, I really do have it caused a great appreciation for very intelligent women in my life. Well, obviously my mother's very intelligent. But let's see if I come back to here. We're going to add another layer, and let's throw some trees up in here. Oh, what's the time frame? Ooh, we're going to have to... Oh, Eric Flint, nice guy, taught me a lot about adding foreshadowing. Oh, I was on several panels with him at LibertyCon. Okay, you guys don't appreciate. I think there are certain people who just do not grasp. As I start putting in some happy little trees in the distance here, just how devastatingly cool knowing some of the people we know is. Because I still, for all I've had a late and varied conversation with Mr. Hallfield, I still can hear in my mind my much younger self going, wait, you know Dan Hallfield? And the fact that I know Daphne Leish, I'll enough to occasionally have lovely chats with her, and Nita Lanning, and see Michael Lanning. J.D. Caldwell. And I know some people who, because of the circles I traveled in, it really blows my mind. And it's really, almost all of that is due to the fact that I met Mr. Brian K. Morse. And all I am doing is putting a little copse of trees of various, shades. I'm not trying to go for a specific coverage. I want some variety down here at this level because it's giving that little patch. I don't want to overdo it because unfortunately I don't have the time I can do. Oh wow, The Electric Company. I remember watching The Electric Company. That was really cool, although Morgan Freeman hits me a little different, having grown up with reruns of The Electric Company. A little than people who only know him from, some of his more well-known works. But, this is just a happy look up. I could get lost doing that, so I'm just going to give myself another layer. I'm going to grab, let's see, I'm still a thick oil paint, go back up to a 40. And every time we're doing this, it's like we're putting a clear piece of plastic and painting it over the others. Because I know some people have had questions about how layers work. Oh, PBS got fascinating. And yes, on Zoom, 1, 2, 3, contact. Oh. I mean, for me though, Mr. Rogers, there are a few people, I will give you guys spoilers, so to speak. There are a few people on this earth I will never let someone insult without addressing it. And one of them is Mr. Fred Rogers. If you want to see an ideal of what a peaceful man should be, an ideal of what a quietly brave man is. Fred Rogers absolutely was iconic and not to be besmirched. He would show how things worked. He would talk about feelings when no one else did, and certainly no one else does. There was a calm gentleness that I feel the world is greatly lacking these days. And I was, frankly, quite in my adult years when I found out he was actually a minister. However, I used to cite him as basically, a paragon of Christ-like behavior, and it's something that meant a lot to me. Mr. Rogers was very much on the list of kind of people I wanted to grow up to be, which I will admit was a strange and somewhat sordid list. Bert from Mary Poppins probably shouldn't have been a major influence on my economic understandings, but he kind of was. Yes, Wishbone. Wishbone was brilliant. I would love to show. Xander would love Wishbone. I need to see if I can get some Wishbone DVDs or download them somewhere, because Xander loved Wishbone. Ducking out here in a bit, PT. Hopefully I'll be able to duck back in later. Okay. Kat, I appreciate you being around. Yes, Doctor Who. See, Steve Path. Wow. Antiques Roadshow, Doctor Who. Let me see. We've got a lot of comments floating around. Okay. See, my best nights were when I got to watch either Elvira in my earlier years or Svengoolie in my later years, because we relocated. But a little busy. I'm going to have to do something over there, but I'm going to put a tree here. And it has to be a very brown tree, so it will stand out. There we go. I'm thinking of going something very Japanese maple-y. Now, just get some nice. I'm going to shrink this down quite a bit. But, sorry, I got lost for a second. No, I would watch Doctor Who and Blake's 7. This is a bit of a deep cut. And of course, Red Dwarf, which got all that work and formed my definitions of hilarity. Also used to watch a lot of Benny Hill. I still don't know who got away with showing Benny Hill. Yes, Mr. Rogers and Benny Hill. That should explain to a lot of people how to get yourself a basic free-range neck. Oops. That's what the undo button's for. In a minute, we'll be cracking the hour line, so I'll have to stop and probably run an ad for one of our good friends. Actually, about 4 minutes. But till then, well, this does have that almost juniper-looking tree, but and darker colors go on the bottom. It gives you that sense of shading, nice and easy. This is a simple one. This isn't. It doesn't feel cohesive. I'm going to have to do some things to integrate, probably on this open right-hand side, but we'll see. I'm going to add another layer I'm going to switch to my. But no, I used to watch that, and I get to stay up late and watch the British. Oh, there it is. I picked Quiddles and Brush. The British sci-fis with my dad, and my dad worked in Chicago, so he wasn't home a lot of the time, and I missed him dearly. So it's a really good opportunity for us to kind of hang out and just share what we love and laugh at the funny bits. I like to do these really colorful trees where I get this nice, like the bed of the leaves have fallen, and it really looks like something you want to kind of point around through. I honestly can't remember what Kenny Reverend was. Yes, I've seen your email address. One of the best things you'll ever see is Fred Rogers testifying in Congress to secure funding for public television. He genuinely made a somewhat jaded politician feel good and approved the funds. We desperately need another one. And Matthew Greggy, hi. How are you? Mystery just shaped me because British television is where I felt most seen. In that, it's considered almost cliche these days, but Tom Baker very much was my doctor. He was my preferred doctor for many, many years. In many ways, still is. Just utterly powerful, utterly just brilliant in his, mere mystic levels of irreverence. He just genuinely was not impressed by so many things that tried to be terribly impressive. And because I sort of, my big period was the airing of the third, fourth, and fifth Doctors, being Hair Tree, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, and Peter Davison. That was sort of the period that really influenced my take on the Doctor the most. And Delgado's. Is it Richard or Robert? Robert Delgado? I always forget his first name. But his was the greatest master. I loved his master. Because he was just so deliciously evil. Ricardo Delgado? I know it's Delgado. Oh. Let's see. Benny Hill had some beautiful women on the show. Yes. Gen X and Boomers. I have older parents, so yes. I had a crush on Tom Baker. I had a crush on a guy I refer who was a Who fan. So it's just how I got in. Oh. I'm here because anything goes. Is that a reference? Roger Delgado. Thank you. I'm terrible with names. Hi. Yeah, we were making a lot of discussion about the shows that kind of shaped me and how important PBS was and is to me. Because the educational programs on PBS, I would definitely not be doing what I was doing without watching the painting of a whole lot of happy blue trees. I also wouldn't have my well, I think I would still have my love of Chinese, but not my love of Chinese cooking without Mark Twain. But Bob Ross shaped so much. Oh, I understand. Now, the thing I liked about the British shows, as opposed to so many American shows, especially of that period, the heroes weren't always gun-toting Rambo types. And when I think of folks like, David Suchet's, which that man's performance of as just, he defined forever, in my opinion, the role of Hercule Poirot. And the Poirot mysteries of that period were just the absolute insanely high levels of brilliant. But as somebody who walks a little differently, teaches some leg issues, and certainly thinks a bit differently than a lot of people. Yes, the Gentle Giant. I remember the Gentle Giant. Well, that's so cool. And you were... Ah. There we go. Oh, I was literally about to get into Jeremy Brett's Sherlock because he was so unbelievably, unspeakably dark compared to many modern takes on Sherlock. And it's need to check something because it was so counter to my favorite Sherlock, which I want to say was Sheldon Cooper. No. Let me check something. I'm trying to remember his name. No, Sheldon Cooper is the idiot from, well, not idiot, but he has bad taste in film. Yes. Give me just a second. It was played by Ronald Howard. That's right. It was written by Sheldon Reynolds, a Sheldon Reynolds production. That's why I get the name wrong. But from, I want to say, the 50s? That was my favorite Sherlock Holmes for years and years and years. Oh, I remember Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. See, that's my thing. Peter Davison was never the Doctor for me first. He was Campion. And if I ever get the chance, and I know I'm going to meet him, which I doubt I'll ever be able to do, I need to get that little business card of... What was it? I used to have it memorized. I'm really just having a rough day memories-wise, but... coups overturned, something, I'll have to look it up, but yes. He was brilliant as Campion. And again, another one of those where he just defined the role. This isn't bad. This is a nice warm-up one. Oh, yes. No. Guys, if you get a chance to see Campion, you need to. I can still see him coming up over the hill in the little car. Yes, And it brought the all-important, yes. Oh, yes, that was one of the greatest performances in history. Oh, I am jealous. Oh, the Campion books are amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the art today. This is a good one. Just a nice, light warm-up. Nick does trees and mountains and stuff, getting the feel. But we'll just... I don't even know what to call this one. Beautiful. Okay. We'll just call it that for now. And that's there. Oh, I forgot to sign it. I do need to get better about signing my work. Lessons. Yeah. I'm working hard to prevent AI idiocy. That's not even going to show up in that blue flat. Nothing. And the best way I can think of to prevent AI idiocy, or at least any claims or concerns, is for me to do it live for you. Oh, Nisa. Oh, geez. I am formally jealous, sir. But see, the British comedies especially are you being served. I have a small collection of tucked away somewhere. We'll export this as a thing so that I have access to it. Now, I have started selling prints of these guys at my booth. And I will export the time lapse to get that later. So that may be interesting. Oh, Peter Cushing was brilliant. The problem is Peter Cushing was Von Helsing for me. Oh, nothing wrong with meeting Dee Schneider. Dee Schneider's a great musician. No problem there. What, you expect me not to take it? Oh. Though I really, truly adore Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes. A lot of people try to say it's not, purist enough. It's like, say you haven't read the books. Twisted Sister. Singer from. We're not gonna take it. No, we aren't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. And anyway, if that's who I think it is, I could be grotesquely wrong in making a yutz of myself. Oh yes, he did speak to Congress, Kennedy. Although our current Congress doesn't seem very worthwhile for such things. Maybe they need a good talking to. Let's do this, and we'll step that under there. We want way up. Let's see, is there room for way up? Oh, I can put it in the corner. That's a good one. It'll stand out without being offensive. Good. And let me double check the date real quick. The 29th. Okay. So export simple JPEG. NTF 929 25. So I can find that later. Woohoo! And we're going to run an ad for a bit in just a moment. So I'm going to... Oh, you're correct, Nick. Oh, good. I always get nervous when I'm very sure of myself because that's usually when I face plant. It's always good to stop and verify your sources Though I'd rather ask a dumb question than think a dumb thing. And I'm thinking we could use a fairly decent break, so I will be back in just under 2 minutes. And you guys can ponder a mystery that they say might have been solved, but I don't think they got it right. The only way to know for sure is to check with Carl Witzman.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tamam Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found a suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
Alrighty, we're going to set up the next one. Let me check some comments real quick. Off to feed the cats. Donna is eating with a friend today. Alas. Don't scratch my chair. You know better. Your claws are scratching me, cat. Come on. Okay. Niedermeyer was one of the ultimate forces of evil in the universe. Well, Niedermeyer was lost in knowledge. Need to be ready for lunch with the besties. Have fun later. Have a nice day. Have fun. Once I finish a cup of coffee, I need to go to the bar and break down a bunch of cardboard boxes to take up recycling center today. But I still have 3/4 of a cup left, so y'all have to put up with me a little longer. Alrighty. Well, let's see how this goes, because we're going to set up a new one. And this one is for October 1st, so we have to start getting a little bit spooky here. Little bit spooky. Let's do some character design. Let's do some character design. We need something to set the mood, so to speak. Oh, we need music, too. And since Dan Hallfield was kind enough to provide me with music, I need to put some music on, don't I? And that's not the music I want. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Inigo's so confused. Keeps him playing. Well, it's good for dogs to be confused once in a while. What am I feeling? What's in my mood? I can get some circly shapes into that. Yeah. I kind of hurt my wrist. So it might be time for a witch. It's been a while. So we'll get some witchy goodness going on. You like that? That kind of. I like other witches doing. Needs a little bit more. Yeah, classic. This is the sketchy. Normally it'd be in blue, but yeah, I started in red, so I'll mark it in red. Sir, you know you're not supposed to be up there. Sir. This. She is way too happy, and I'm already like here for it. If I did her hair, just do people with shows if you want to start the season off. Big pumpkin. Little Witch Big Pumpkin. Yeah, we'll put a big pumpkin right about there. That works. She's a little churro coated, and I'm okay with that. I'm surprised churro. Oh, thank you, time lapse. I can work off of the starter sketch. Nick, why are you putting a hand so prominent when you know you have difficulty drawing hands? Well, that's why I'm putting the hand so prominent, because I know difficulty drawing hands. So I will just force myself to do what I'm bad at. And I'm doing it live, because of course I'm this. Do a bit of stem over here. And just have her hand. And reach around with this here. Let's get rid of some of this distraction stuff. Garbage lines. Yeah, we're going there. Oh, God, Cthulhu's Blues. I'd love to see it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. As a librarian, I have to support that. And the kind of courage it takes to speak truth to power. I don't know. I don't know about her hair yet. Her hair might need some work, but we're getting there. This might be a little more pumpkin than she was able to handle. We'll figure it out. Nope. My angle's wrong. I want her to be looking up. Ever cat. Who, like Stuart, is probably causing trouble. A little bit of cartoony goodness, keeping our eye lines inside. I draw a lot of cute witches around Halloween. I can't help it. But, hi, Dort, what you doing? Yeah, you're on the other side of the stuff. Are you just testing me? Okay. Stuart is stalking around. He'll make his presence known to the public soon enough. There we go. Give her a buckle. Told you. You're gonna make me stop my picture, aren't you? Yep. Well, come on. Are you looking out the window or are you coming to see me? Oh, come on. Come on, and interrupt my show. We'll take some chance to cuddle a cat. There's the door. There's the door. I'm trying to do my art stream. Do you like the picture? You're not sure? Hi. Hi. Yes, I love you. Stuart has day watch. Dusty usually gets night watch. Okay, go on. Be comfortable. Can we be comfortable for a bit? Can we be comfortable for a bit? Okay. Let's see. What's this? Maybe, maybe not. You're just going to be argumentative. That's okay. I wish you guys could hear him purr. Can you hear him purr? Okay. Esme Weatherax is still cute? I bet she is. I bet she is. Okay, now, sir. We've given them a cat break. You forced me to a cat break. You think maybe we can put you down? Let's straighten this business back out. Yeah, because you're what they want to see. Where are you going? It's not focusing. Your awesomeness is too... There we go. Your awesomeness is too awesome. Okay, can I put you down now? No? No, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna anyway. What up? Okay. I guess. We can get stuff back rolling. Don't worry. There we go. Xander, please open the door for Stuart.
Oh, I am so sorry. I was just opening the door.
I know, and you're going to learn to be very gentle.
Oh, Dusty!
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Well, no good deed goes unpunished. It's okay, guys. Just leave the door cracked. Yes, Dusty.
Oh.
You know, you aren't helping much, sir.
Come on, guys.
Oh, sir.
Stuart, Dusty, come on.
Okay, sir. Now, I have to do my arch. Everyone is invading.
Jeez.
Okay. Okay. Dusty's got some love, see? Everybody gets to see Dusty. Now. Yes. Now. Go on. Out you go. I've got work to do, yo. Whole bunch of hoodlums are in my study.
Come on.
It's okay, Xander. Just walk away. Just leave the door open. They'll wander out. Oh, actually, I need my door closed because I can hear my own echo. I'm...
Oh, Stuart's out.
Yep.
But Dusty's not out.
See if you can scoop him. Because the kiss noise doesn't work with Dusty. And close the door behind you, please. Thank you. And that was a great call, Dan. But he was almost on it. So, excellent. Yes. Well, I like having the different because I know too many witches to be anti-witch. I'm thinking that we might just have a bit of a situation here that she is not yet aware of. So we'll do something like this. Yeah, not bad. Now I'm gonna have to ink the whole thing, but that's okay. It needs some punctification. I'm thinking that this pump jack-o'-lantern is coming to life. We'll see. So add another layer. Grab our black. I'm still rocking the G pen. It's a good pen. I don't know. I'm torn though because part of me really wants to break out one of my favorites, which is the Zero Bend. I never regret using the Zero Bend. And what I'm going to do, actually come back to this layer and pull it down. There we go. Make it easier for you to see. And we have successfully navigated the feline invasion of 2025. And I'm just going to sit and make this happy little witch girl. Now, at some point, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering altars, wherein I recreate cards to use as proxies. I won't be selling those because I don't want to get sued. But I may end up doing art streams for those that aren't quite as formal in setup or format as these, if people are interested in such things. Because I do a lot of art in October. I don't do Inktober because that fella who started that thing got real cranky, started suing people and trying to steal art. So I don't support his prompts. But there are a lot of other Tober adjacent prompts I can walk. Billy can walk through a chain link fence as if it were fog. Yesterday he came to visit me while I was looking for tools in my barn, then followed me back into the house as if he were a puppy. Oh yeah. Dusty is sort of that grade of cat. He is very much a very protected cat, and I love the cat. I wake up in the morning and he's usually curled up behind my knees because I'm side sleep. Not that anybody needed to know that, but these things come out. I'm really not big on secrecy. There aren't many secrets I have that wouldn't even be that much. That's terribly interesting to somebody. Most of the time, anyway. The pencil buckle there. So I've done that. I probably should go the extra step and just do a full-on buckle for no apparent reason other than it's good practice. And making sure I'm adding just a bit of thickness to my work. See, I am very much one of those artists who rarely am I following my sketch lines like they are a, mandate. They are suggestions. They are not. Let's see. Billy's a cat, if you were unaware. And Foxy says, I had a cat acting more like a dog for a while. Sweet little guy, I like showering with me. Dan says, who would? Oops, did I say that out loud? In writing, Mr. Holladay. Oh, my. Well, these things happen. And who hasn't been overly enamored or distracted by the fair sex of one another? Yeah. What I'm trying to do is add that weight and thickness to the fabric of our hat. without going full sorting hat, because it's too easy to go full sorting hat too much of the time. That back. There we go. Oops. Close this up and make sure my lines are nice and selected so I can do things like this and make my life just a little easier. Instant death. Instant. Yeah. But I've been going for a bit, and I probably could use a stretch of my wrist. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause this music, and we're going to go run another ad. At least one. We may do two, because I need to get this one out.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dan. And it gave me a chance to share the sharing of my video. Thank you again, Kat Rothermel, for that. My nose itches. Now, we need our pen back, and we need our music back, don't we? Let's get some music. Actually, nah, you know what? It's a little too quiet. Let's have a musical situation.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Alrighty, I was just scrolling through art reference stuff, trying to find out what I want to draw next, because I'm always, working one step or two ahead. It's part of the fun of it. We need some music, and we'll just keep right on trucking to Brave New World. Should do a lot of work, but which is a fun little witch. Looks like a nice fun little witch to start the season off. I may have to do a list of you guys' favorite, Halloween, whatever, archetypes, stereotypes, whatever. Let's see if we can't make that into part of the theme for this year's artwork. I'm also considering, and I'm only considering because I don't know if I have the time for it, but a present for you all. I am thinking of doing dramatic readings of stories from through the thinning veil, or at least attempting them. Which, of course, is probably all I could do, because you know my speech impediment is going to goof me up. But if you guys would like me to try to do something like that, I just need to know. I am here to serve my community. While I'm thinking about how I want to ink the other stuff, I'm just doing some black work to get the thickness and, add a little depth to things. Hydrate too. Good point. Xander was kind enough to bring me several beverages. Oh, let's get my cap off. Thank you, little man. Oops. There are tropes I have a soft spot for, especially around Halloween. Cute little witches, unexpected vampires, debonair and possibly homicidal party hosts. Just a pinch of the odd, very specific psycho killer. Because fortunately I don't live in Illinois. Although I'll be in Illinois around Halloween times. And I may just do something. Maybe I'll do a bit of an artistic homage to the late great Vincent Price. I just felt good whenever I watched something with Vincent Price because he reminds me of my grandpa. My grandfather is. I only had the privilege of meeting one of my grandfathers. My namesake passed before I ever had the chance, which is something that a part of me will always regret. But well, the few things I realize is not my fault. Can't really do much to help that one. There we go. Nope. I'm done doing a couple of lines I've got. Go right here. There we go. Down. A little bit of that action. Do that. See, I'm just working my way around this image, getting what I need. Oh, longing for nap. Guess so. Something like that, Mr. Hollifield. Mr. Hollifield. I don't know why I'm feeling so extra polite today. No, I'm just writing it. Just go with the vibe. I know. Let's see. Work on that. And she's coming along. It's just a steady bit of we draw, we sketch, we. Give her a little pleated skirt that's kind of creepy. That's fine. She might need a belt too. Now, I know I'm gonna have to fix these fingers because they really kind of came up poofy, but that's okay. Errors happen. Mistakes happen. Miss Frizzle said it best. If at first we don't succeed, find out why. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool, Dan. You get to meet the coolest people. I also found out that one of the best ways to shock people who are into things that, they expect a certain type of response is to accidentally be nonplussed about it entirely. It throws them off a bit. There we go. We're liking that. That's actually, that's so far. Is it cartoony? Yes. Is it fun? I'd say also yes. Let's see what else is going on. This image is going to take a little bit of repair, but let's hide the sketch line to see what we've got. That's not terrible, guys. Okay, Dan, enjoy Norman Batesing your cardboard. I hope that you get some, gratification out of it. Oh. I am unfortunately just about financially tapped out. And I say that because I have on good authority that not only are there unbelievably awesome Nerf sales going on, because there are, I really kind of hate that cat. The cat needs work, so we're just going to redo that cat. Something's off with that cat, so I'm going to redo that cat. Which sometimes happens. Make it bigger. What's a good one? We're just going to get a little lining in here. This is all you need familiars. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day, Dan. I hope you guys are having fun. I also hope this is like, I try to meet my audience's requests. I know Foxy likes things a bit on the cute side. Everybody seems to like my warm up uh, landscapes. This to around. To this long right here. There we go. I haven't decided what color I want her hair to be yet. I don't want to go green on green on green. We'll see. I also put all that effort into that buckle. This section here. Right. Just these guidelines for what we do next. Listen to your animals, guys. Your animals don't like a person or a situation. They're probably right. Hi! Hi, Tosh! Sisters of the Hook. Hey, Wild Nick, how are you today? I'm having a grand old time. I had myself a very nice opening of a sketch. And since this is for October 1st, I figure I will just get right into the vaguely spooky and have some fun with that. Because everybody likes to have a little fun. Let's go here. What have you been up to, dear? You guys stream constantly. I always miss it because I never get my Twitch notices like I'm supposed to. I really need to do something about that. Because every time I manage to catch your shows, they are amazing. I know at least one person is watching this going, Nick, what are you talking about? Well, I know what. Give me a second. Let me explain what I'm talking about. I am talking about these. Let's see. Oops, dog wanted back outside. I can't walk to the barn. Expect her to not follow me. Expect her to follow me out the far gate. I'll have to wait till she wants back in. Oh, darn. And we're okay. Oh, no, Dan Hallfield is to hang out more. We haven't streamed since like last week. I had a 2-day show last weekend, so I got frazzled. Okay, that'll do that. So I hope you enjoyed your market visit. And, oh, shucks. Thank you. Look, I love, and I really do, one of the joys I have, actually one of the great joys I have, doing what I do is promoting amazing people and I love that I am still in a position where I don't have to ask for, you know, fees or anything like that, because the world is rough right now, and I'm aware of it. And I know it can be scary, but I try to promote people who are doing something about it. Now, not every solution is, a grand political. Sometimes it's just giving you a reason to smile, or, hey, that's a really cute amaguri octopus, or whatever. This has a Scooby Doo feel to it, I can't quite explain it. It just, to me, does. But yeah, no, I love what you guys do. It's positive and it's creative. And we need both positivity and creativity. So if I promote you, everybody wins. I know, I'm just a goofball over here. And that's okay. One thing I found is a great many people invested a great amount of time into trying to force me to be things other than what I am. And frankly, I find that quite reassuring, because as unpleasant as it's been at points, the fact that really unkind people work really hard to try to keep me from being kind means my kindness must occasionally be doing something that matters. Okay, and I want to do this. I'm just having fun adding little details and kind of playing around here. I probably should be taking this much more seriously. But it's my art, and if I take my art too seriously, I have to turn the music off and get like all fully shrimped. Yes, hydrating is a good idea. All of you all should hydrate. Make sure you have something to drink. I tend to, whoops, that's an eraser. I tend to do my hydration during the commercial breaks. Because very rarely do I think any of you want to sit and see me just glug water. I mean, I'm not going to judge you if that floats your boat, but I don't really see a lot of people feeling that way, so I don't really worry too much about it. Let's see. I don't think I pulled this off. But on the off chance I have to check something in just a second. Let's see. Layer, blend mode, multiply. Because multiply is what you do when you want to color on things. And when in doubt, we grab something like that. Yeah, let's just do that. That's how that would look that way. Now, if I do it this way. Hot dog! Look at that. That means I closed my lines up on the first try. Let's go. Okay. And let's see. It does. Your stream. I'm glad that my stream is a feel good watch in the morning. That means a lot. Well, that means a lot to me. Because that's what I want. I mean, I'm not in this for crazy wealth. Wrong layer. Oh well, I won't tell if you won't tell. I mean, I have a distinct purpose in what I do, and it's real simple. I want to be able to make a legacy so that my lovely son might eventually get income beyond my, limitations. Now, background, but I need to look at something real quick. So go here and add another multiply layer, because I know I'm going to need a lot of them. Just going to airbrush this and see what happens. I mean, that's not bad, but it'll look better. Oh, and you're checking out your why Matthew Craig, hold on, has a why superhero novella free on Barnes and Noble. Beacon, the Hero of Heartland, until November 3rd. Excellent. Lindsay insists on putting a frame for my Hendrix painting. I'm highly complimented. She thinks highly of my work. You should be. Your artwork is incredible, Mr. Hollifield. Dan is just earth-shatteringly good at what he does. There we go. We're just going to have to do a bit of that. We'll deal with the ramifications in a moment. I need to be able to go. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now I have to figure out how I want to do the normal coloring though. So we're going to hide that and we're going to do some stuff. We'll leave that like it is. And we'll add another layer, another blend mode layer. And let's just throw another multiply. Oh! Yeah, well, Dan's paintings are incredible. I've seen many of them. It's hard. I actually have a small stash of old paintings that are tucked away that I keep meaning to get frames for, and I never have. I was chuffed on, wanted to use it as one for puzzles. I think that's really cool. Okay, now let's see. Let's grab my fill tool, and we have to figure out the basic colors of who we're dealing with here. I'm really tempted to make her a little like greeny witch like this. Do we like this? Do we like her going all Elphaba? I mean, it's not too cliche. Oh, that looks good. Now we're going to go like that. We like that. We're getting somewhere. And this is the complex world of, but is it cute? Did I make it cute? Then it's okay. And I'm just grabbing real quick to get the colors. Yeah, I like where this is going. I like where this is going. Just do a bit of this. And that's a good color for me to be able to, I almost said root around on. Oh, the pun. The pun is bad. Pow, pow. I can fix anything that has cheeky overlines. Oh, I know what's going on. Because of that, I'm going to have to play with that. I'm definitely going to have to play with that. We'll figure it out, though. How I want that to work. Light effects are always fun. And it's something I don't want to say I've specialized, but I got comfortable with. I like to play with it. It makes joy. It makes joy, sure. I can speak the language of, standard mortal types. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's adorable. Darn it, I did it again. Okay, let's see. Look at. No, that's way too brown looking. I need something like this. It's still coming out brown looking. There we go. I take this layer, I make it visible, and I turn it into soft light, maybe? Well, that's good. I can work with that. It gives us this diffusion look. Uh-huh. I can work with where we are now. Then we could just, do some play. Go back. Let's see, highlight. Oh, that's almost kind of cool how that's just long and it eats up the lines. There we go. Figured I'd get where I needed it. But stretch! Oh, I'm possessed by the stretch. Sorry about that. The stretch got me. This is definitely one of those little characters that I've kind of whipped up where I'm like, I could just love you and hug you and call you George. She just has that kind of energy. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh no, I've colored her in hard light. Oh well. I'm not worried. Because I'm going to come over here, I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to make it multiply. And we're going to do some light effects real quick. The easy way, which means we're going to go grab this dark color and go whoop, for only that editing layer. Boom. Now we airbrush, we go white. And this becomes the main light source. And we'll shrink our airbrush down, do something where I can control it better. Now we get to play with what's the lighting doing? See? We're starting to get somewhere. Just long. Okay, Kimber came in, but so did Billy. Don't know if he can be trusted in the house without a chaperone. Well, maybe you just need to sit and watch the silliness that is my art stream till the world settles down. Could be the cat's telling you it's time to relax, Mr. Hollifield. There we go. Shrink this way down again so I have a little bit more control. Now, we need to come down here. We need to do something else. Maybe get a little bit of this action. Maybe. Whoa, that was not what we wanted. I don't even know how I got that, but how's that look? It's alive. Oh, critters are always conspiring against us, and I forgot to turn the music on. I just got into the groove, guys. You gotta warn me about these things. Things start to look right in the world. How's that looking? Looking spooky enough? Are we getting... I think we're getting somewhere. Not quite sure where. We're definitely getting there. There we are. Now, we have all this fun to look at. Do we want to add any rim look? We kind of want to do. Okay, we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna try. Soft light. Take our airbrush. Bring it way down. Yep. There we go. How's she look? Not bad. Not bad for a. I want to do something ooky spooky to start the season. I still think it needs some yellow, but I can't quite get the tone how I want it. Let's try it over here. And thus, the minute I thought I was done, the color arrived. Now we're getting somewhere with this. I think this looks like. This looks good. I'm happy. I'm feeling glad. I got a pumpkin that's not very sad. I'm useless. Alrighty. Let's go here. This was a happy one. This was a fun one. I will need to get up and stretch a second. And we'll call this. What do you call this? I'm like, stupid fuzzies. Okay, sorry. You're not calling it stupid fuzzies. We are calling this. She awakened the jack-o'-lantern. See, like, there's a part of me that wants to do like a whole comic on this little girl. Like, do a more formal design and just run with it. I don't know if I should. I don't know if I could, but there's a part of me that just like, oops. She woke up all the jack-o'-lanterns and they're running amok. Could be just a lot of fun. I'm glad. I am so glad. And once he finishes bowl cat food, I'll have to see if he'll go back out. I have to get rid of cardboard and trash so we can sand and paint a wall when he gets back. I understand. Everybody has work to do. These big old streams take a lot of time. They take a lot of energy, and I appreciate everybody who hangs out around them. Now we're going to export this as a pin. And then we will go... Oh, wait. Because I think I remember to do at least part of time lapse. Yeah, this is a good one. And yeah, what we've started doing is just printing these off, laminating them as bookmarks. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's too good an idea. Hold on, I have to actually message this to Mandy so I don't lose track of the idea. Living Jack Lanterns as sap rolling tokens. Now I want to do a whole like Halloween themed deck of magic cards. Sorry, I'm a big goof. Let's get back to where we're supposed to be. Come on, JoJo, get back. Get back to where you once belonged. Never mind the furthermore. Let's do this. I gotta figure out where we're putting this. I've got Tempest and Funk running through my head, which is a variant of Tempest and Fugue, but it was done for a video game called Boom Boom Rocket, so it's like techno. So that came out cool. We've got a good picture. Let's see. We're going to stop the music. I'm going to run an ad, and since we're going spooky, let's just keep on the spooky cycle. Stuart, ouch. Stuart, no feline invasion. I have to fix the Koi Wolf cover too. I have so much to do, and I'm sure that the commercial is over, so I sound like a yutz. But at least I'm consistent. So much to do. So little time. But we will be triumphant. Any thoughts? Any requests? Any commentary on what you guys want to see done next? And let me check the counts real quick. Barnyard, I track. Upward and onward. Absolutely. Okay, we got. Very good. Did I set my telephone? I didn't. Okay, cool. What do we want to draw next? What do we want to do? Educational? Do you want to try to warp something? What would a stupid floof? What would a stupid fluff draw? Stupid floof. Fluff. Okay. Heaven help me. I associate stupidity with like absolute joy. Right? So, like, what I'm seeing, it's going to take me a second. It's not only am I drawing, but I'm drawing upside down. So it'll take a second. Well, Panda is a good example. Panda would be a good example, but I need something kind of dumber. Normally I'd go for, like, okay, is this what's, like, this is the energy that I am seeing when you said stupid fluff. Like the little dog that has their brain cells, but he doesn't have any. Like that was my like the initial thought was absolute something like this. Well, it depends, because like a mute artist, I somewhere have an actual very lengthy fan fiction that I wrote in college about a mute character set in the world of The Heralds of Valdemar by Mercedes Lackey, another great book series. I love this. This is like the spirit of stupid fluff, but not quite where I need to be for Halloween vibes. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Let me give myself another layer. We'll just put. This is just going to become a reference layer, so I have the idea. Let me see. Nothing wrong with looking up reference, because I know what I want now. Let's see. A nap? Well, yes, I want a nap. I'm over 40. I always want a nap. Like, if I didn't have to go to the bathroom all the time, it would be, I want a nap with all the people I love just on a giant bed, just puppy piled. Just everybody's safe and everybody's warm and everybody's cuddled up. Nothing inappropriate, just, you know, because I can be a stupid fluff sometimes. Oh, yeah. Dog. Wine. Let's see what we got. Yes, I'm seeing so many of like. Now, see, I had dogs forever, guys. I had dogs as a kid growing up, and I quite liked dogs. However, both Mandy and Xander had some pretty rough instances involving a dog. So if you will not behave, I will flank you around. So I probably won't have a dog again, which is okay. I get to visit other people's dogs, and frankly, my cats are kind of my heroes because they've done a lot to keep me through a lot of stuff that I don't think I would have been able to deal with without them. Which I know probably sounds silly. I mean, most people go, it's just a cat, man. But before 2020, 2019, I developed some very fast acting, very strange sleep problems in the form of basically narcolepsy. I went from being wide awake mid-conversation with my wife, doing 70 miles an hour, to instantly sound asleep on the road. And I don't mean a little, I mean zonkered. And it was scary. So I had to do sleep tests and a bunch of other things, but it meant I couldn't drive. And I'm like, it's okay. My nerves, the nerve test went wrong. And I basically ended up spending the better part of 2019 stuck on a couch, unable to move, save for the barest minimums. And the response was, look, you lost some time. It happens. It's not the end of the world. Just, get some rest, and then I'll make 2020 my year. Yeah. That did not happen. Obviously, 2020 wasn't just about anybody's year. So when people had lockdown, because I also, due to breathing difficulties, are the kind of person who couldn't, that was a bug I could not get, especially at that time. It would probably have killed me. I spent an extra year in lockdown, and it would have been. I couldn't have gone through it without having my cats around. And there are days where it's like, what I want to do. What do you want to do? I want to sit down with my cats, possibly take a nap, maybe watch a show, maybe read. Sitting and reading with my cat sounds nice. And that became kind of my go-to for big old bed with TV and gaming consoles. We'd all pile on and play games. Yeah, see, there were some of the best points in my life were days like this. My friends and I used to do that in a little old apartment. We had a big old bed with a TV and gaming consoles. We'd pile on, play games, pass out. Yeah. It doesn't get a lot better than that. I came in, laid down on Indigo like a pillow. 0 Fs were given. He is quite comfy. Good dogs are. And like I said, it's not that I dislike dogs in any way, shape, or form. It's that they don't fit our situation right now. And I've always identified with dogs, especially like little dogs that should know better. There's just a very specific sort of gleeful defiance that you find in some dogs. Like, I love you, I obey you. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. I know I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't care. Yes, I am forcing myself to do poses and things I'm not totally comfortable with, which is something I love to do to myself, especially live. Because if I am doing it live, I don't have any other option but doing it, you know? I don't know if that makes sense. Thinking of calling this picture, you're not helping. Because anybody who's tried to rake leaves with a dog of a certain mentality knows. Yeah. Very little that you want is getting done. And sometimes that's okay. This does make me want to get a coffee, another donut, which I do not need, and then take like the hugest nap, which is not productive. I have to get things ready. I have plans. Some of them are even quite dastardly. Really, I cannot dare. Take it easy. And yet, this little dog, because my friend Tosh said, what does a stupid floof look like? Fluff look like? Oh, fluff. I just had this assorted, happy, kind of brain dead little pupper. I am so rusty. I haven't drawn dog feet in years. Especially like actual dog feet. Gotta get my, Bill Patterson trees going. It's funny, I run with so many comic book guys, and the comic book guys I found were always a bit richer as kids than I was. They just, they could afford the stuff, so they were influenced. Whereas a lot more of my influence, when we look at things like this, came from, my favorite comic strips. And when I got money, I was able to get like a couple as a kid of the Calvin and Hobbes collections, Attack of the Killer Snow Goons, things like that. But I think it really affected my art stuff. I think I need to run a commercial though, because I know what's needed to be done. So I'll be back in about a little less than a minute.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Caladar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Alrighty. That's totally not me making a run to set up so that I can make a sandwich quickly for one of my later breaks. No, not at all. No. Stupid foof. But, yeah. Bill Watterson's sort of beautiful natural backgrounds always sort of affected me. And every once in a while, that's sort of, thing comes out. In what I'm doing. And it's really, really weird for me to do something this sketchy, but it's fun. It's fun to do cute pup, to do a bit of art that's not quite my usual bailiwick. And working outside of my bailiwick, keeps me at least mostly honest. So getting to draw natural things and beautiful things always makes me kind of happy. Also, any excuse I can to sneak a flower of some sort in. I need a slightly thicker brush for this. Yeah. Our dog here needs a little bit thicker brush to make sure he's. This has a very pen and ink feel. Or whiteboard, which I do a lot of whiteboard art. I like whiteboard art because there's no judgment. I'm never in trouble. I'm not wasting too much of material. And that was before I had access to digital stuff. But it's a cute picture. I'm happy with this picture. He's such a happy little puppy. And I know there's a lot of dog requests on my shows, so we'll do some dog. Not my usual. But it's also been a long one, so a few of you have already had to kind of wander off and do more important things in your world. And you know what? That is okay by me. Because we all end up having things that we need to do. I think I'm going to put it beside, like, a brook. I mean, nobody's going to really be able to. Well, we'll see. Like I say, nobody's going to be able to tell. But is a fun one. It's busy. It's a lot busier than a lot of my pictures. I'll just do that. Sort of. And I love the idea of just a dog, just like, no. Reality has become entirely too real. I nap now. What do you mean you nap now? I mean, not nap now. Come back later. This makes me want to go set up my lounger and just lay out in the sun for a while and like recharge my batteries. Hmm. Got to add myself another layer. I also realized I didn't turn the music on again. I just get going and don't notice that the music isn't on until I've been blasting away at it a bit. But we're getting somewhere. Even if it is just towards a very silly puppy. Yep, I did not close like any of my lines on this. I was so bad after being so good. Yes, it's marker time. Marker time. Sometimes you just need to sit and color pretty la 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 till the world makes sense. Would it be the first time I've had such situations? Probably won't be the last. You're an artist and you can't even color the lines. No, that's why I started drawing my own. But it's still good for you. It's good to be able to just sit and go, I'm coloring now. Give yourself permission, guys. Many, many years ago, one of the people actually going back to the PBS situation, I used to watch was Mark Kistler's Captain Mark's Secret City or Commander Mark's Secret City. One thing he told me is you have a license to mess up. Listen, here, give permission. And that's something I've had to remind myself more than a few times as I go about my life, that I have permission to just completely mess it up. Things are occasionally going to get goofed up, and you can either be cranky about it or you can learn and move forward. I think I, for one, am going to do that learn and move forward bit because I don't have time for anything else. Heck, half the time these days when I start to get mad, I just go, nah, I'm not even mad about this. I'm just tired and bored. I have other things to do than be bothered. And in doing so, it kind of frees me up to do things because if I'm not sitting in a field of my own indignance and annoyance and what have you, if I'm letting myself just be whatever it is I am at the given moment, I can possess a freedom others people don't. I have to work for it. I get caught up. I get caught up in the stress. I get caught up in the despair. I get caught up in a lot of things. It's part of my flaws. But like all the times I hit the erase thing and when I mean to hit the fill thing. Oh, the dog needs a color, so we're going to just kind of do one of these. No, it leaked. I should have known better. That's okay. We're going to do this. Actually, do one of these. we're just going to marker some more. A little brown dot. If I want to change his colors, I can change his colors. But yeah, you have to give yourself permission to make mistakes. You have to give yourself permission to have the holes, the oops, I didn't color it in perfectly. Because sometimes absolute precision is necessary. And sometimes time requires a mix of precision and any tool shortcut you can, because it's a commission or something like that. And you're coming due, you got to do what you got to do to knock it out. What I'm coloring for me, I'm just literally just playing like a little kid. I could let my son color and I'd be happy. I'm coloring because he's a good artist. He draws things Minecrafty, as he puts it, and I think it's neat. It's a neat style. If he wants to draw other styles, that's fine, and I will definitely support him. But I think his art style is real neat too. So soothing. I need some music. I am too chill. I have reached dangerous levels of chill. Hold on. That didn't even work. Okay. It's Nature Walk because it fits the image better. I'm just worried it'll put me to sleep. But there. There we go. Now, while I'm merrily scribbling away, my plans for today involve, while I'm not doing this, eating in large bulk, because, well, I need to eat. I am a hungry man. But also, I have to clean, which I'm really, really bad at. And I like to admit what I'm bad at so people don't get ideas. Because I'm good at a lot of things. And I'm decent at far more. But I am terrible at cleaning. I am not one heck of a butler most of the time. Most of the time. There are exceptions, but with me there's always exceptions. See, the fun thing with something as sketchy as this, I have to decide which sketchy marks are ones that have value and which just can be totally ignored. Well, that's kind of cool to me. But we're getting there. A little bit of coloring goes a long ways. Nick, it doesn't match. No, it doesn't. It looks like a little kid colored it, kinda. I have all this internalized garbage, and I know you guys aren't actually saying. There's nobody sitting here negatively judging my art. But I know a great many of you feel like someone is negatively judging your art a lot of the time. And it gets internalized. It's the same thing happens to me. But we can get past it if we all kind of face it together and go, but wait, no, you're doing okay. There's nothing wrong with your art. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. It just requires community. It requires kindness, a little bit of patience, maybe. Not bad. Whew. Just like, who doesn't love the little pup nap here? Oh, of course. Go take your call. You gotta do what you gotta do, dear. I'm not gonna get cranky because life happens while I'm doing the stream. Oh, now I think we'll add one more layer. Multiply, and we'll do. Let's see, how's that? That's not bad. 15% red. I will use this for shading. It's really great color for shading. Set up the optimal for what he is doing, which is clearly taking full advantage. Glorious effort. You take a nap. Oh. Doesn't get much better than this, though. Just nice, chill artwork. Opportunity to draw with peace. No one's in the hospital that I need right now. No one's in jail. No one's in the ground. Nobody's shooting at me. Nobody's trying to steal what I have right now. At least not more than usual. Life is for all the for all the international strife and problems. For all the strife and problems I have, and all the strife and problems the world has, it's kind of nice to just have a very chill little picture. Man, do this. Oh, my eyes are a little watery. And another one. Blend mode, multiply. Now, I know there are a bunch of other layers, but I don't use that stuff a lot. Same thing. And we're going to come here. Stick to this. Like that one, but I didn't get it. Oh, that's not bad. We'll just do our usual tricks. I think that this should start to feel World's full of luminous beings. We forget that we are among them. That's not bad. I think I like that one. Big stretch. Sorry, guys. Somebody redeemed a stretch on me without any paperwork. It was just that psychic connection. Well, guys, I'm going to run an ad. And then we'll come back and we'll do some, maybe I'll sign and clean up this picture, but we need something motivational. What will give us just a bit of a wake up?
Welcome, friends. I'm Lloyd at Thesis, and this is my TS. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADETH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Alrighty, and I wanted to hear from this.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Alrighty. Now, where are we? Stretching. That's where we are. Okay. Almost done with this puppers. Actually, I think I am. I think I'm just going to sign off on this puppers because this came out really. Thank you, Tash. But she just asked, what does a stupid floof look like? And I'm like, my mood right now. Wrong level. Wrong layer. Hold on. There. That's too bright. I gotta get there. I fidget with things. There we are. There we go. Let's see. We will file. We will save this as stupid floof. And I typoed the fluff, but we'll do fluff because that was the prompt. And we will export because somebody is going to absolutely adore this. I don't know who. Maybe Mandy. Maybe one of you. And I'll be able to sell prints or pins or something with it. I forgot. Of course, I forgot to record time-lapse on that one. Yeah, that's good. Now we just come over here to red. We come over here to A. Go right here. And we say, never mind the. Wait, where did that go? We lost it. Hey. Right there. Never mind the Furthermore. I may have typed it with that because my fingers switched. Yep, Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore. No. I just have to figure out where I want to put it so it's legible. Wherever's the dolphin. No. That's a good size for it. And there's a good place for it. You like that? Yeah, we like that. File. Exports into layer. JPEG. NTF 10 3 25. And we do that. Bam. We go here. Bam. Bam. All right. So what that means is technically I am done with all three of my art pieces. Let's go over them real quick. We did the Beautiful Autumn Day. Just kind of I wish I'd spent more time putting more trees on here, but I like it anyway. She awakened the jack-o'-lantern, and now I have a whole. I want to redo her a little bit because I love little gobbo witches. So we may need to bring out some more goblin witches. And then the stupid Fluff, which we love. He's a good boy. He's the best boy. So we've got three very good pictures. I think everybody's having fun. If I get no requests after this next ad or conversations, I'll probably call it so I can get throwing my drink on the floor and making a big mess. Whatever you guys think, let me know. But we're going to run an ad. We'll see.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
And it looks like the comments have all settled down. So it looks like everybody's ready for a break. So that means we get to run one more ad and wrap it up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see. And an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Yep, folks. I hope you get to art. I hope that today and every day you get to spend some time drawing or creating, fixing, whatever brings you the joy that only actively creating something beautiful in this world can. Okay? Kind of falling back more to my roots. There may be more art in the near future. I may just do more art streams. I haven't quite decided. Because I think we need it. And I think it's good for me to just kind of zone out, do some art, enjoy the conversation, keep it cool. I want to thank all the folks who sponsor me. I want to thank my Patreon members over on the Historical Fencing Guild. You guys always make things so good. And I noticed my banners got a little interesting, but that's okay. I am I'm looking to do some pretty impressive things in the near future, and I hope you guys can help me get there. So, thank you. Guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating. Because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Toodles.